I made some mistakes. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Cassandra. I'm a licensed esthetician of 5 years. I have a welcome video. This is gonna be my first official video. But yeah, I recently went solo in October of 2023, and I have 5 big mistakes that I want to share with you in hopes that you will not make them and we can learn and grow together. So here are the 5 biggest mistakes I made personally when I went solo. Mistake number 1 is I did not have a business account. Okay, so it is important that you separate your finances because number 1, it looks better with your taxes. That way the IRS doesn't think you're stealing money anywhere. Where are you getting these funds? I think it was okay with me because it was only for 3 months in that year in 2023, so October, November, December, and I didn't make too much money. So I didn't have any problems filing with the IRS, but I knew come January that I needed to have a separate bank account. It's better to have a separate bank account because you need to separate your business versus what you pay yourself. And it's easier to track your finances and to track your income coming in, what you're spending as well. Because you are separated from your business, or you're supposed to be. Now, the biggest hindrance for me for starting a bank account was some bank accounts need proof that you have a business. And because I was a sole proprietor, I had not yet went and filed my business name with the city yet, which, did you know you have to do that? And my bank account didn't recognize my name as a business. So I recommend that you research the state that you're in and the things that you need to get started with that bank account. But yes, I highly recommend. The biggest mistake was get a separate business bank account. The second mistake that I made was I didn't track my expenses. When I knew I was going solo and I started a list of everything I needed, I didn't keep the receipts. I didn't save them on Amazon. I didn't keep the actual paper receipts, and I guessed, especially when it comes down to taxes. Well, didn't guess, but I had to go through my whole transaction list on my bank records to, write that down and, okay, this is what I spent on this. Don't do that. Just for right now, I have Gloss Genius, and I'm able to just snap a picture of my receipt real quick and it files it away for me. And I'm able to categorize them. Okay, this is expenses and products and things like that. That way it's just quick and easy, and I highly recommend that you do that because it's just so much simpler, because it helps you keep track of money coming in versus money you're putting out. The third biggest mistake, which is kind of controversial, is this beautiful room. It is expensive. And I guess this is 2 mistakes in one because I overestimated myself. I thought that I would have 50 clients in my first week and I would be paying this suite in no time and it would be so easy. That was the mistake. I love my room. I fell in love with it. I don't regret it, but it is a struggle to pay this weekly rent. So I suggest you, if you're going in a suite space, get the cheapest. You can always upgrade later. I promise you, your clients really won't mind, and it's good to grow with them too, and they'll see the progress you've made. But I would aim a little bit lower, and if you meet those expectations, great. But I overestimated, and it is a huge expense. Number 4 is another, it could be bad, but it could not be bad because I did not invest in retail. And I know, like, I couldn't afford it. I can't afford to put retail on my shelf. I barely could afford to put back bar for the facial itself. And a lot of people will say that's okay, just jump right into it, you'll get the retail later, and I'm gonna say that to you as well. But if you can, And if you can't afford it, put that retail on that shelf, because it is, you know, the 80-20 rule. 20% of your client's progress is going to be on this table. 80% of their progress is going to be at home. And it is very, not embarrassing, but like a little embarrassing. Like, I'm a professional and I have to recommend products that I don't have. They're not walking away with anything. They want, you know, my clients are like, hey, what can I use? What do you recommend? And I don't have anything here to recommend. And so I'm in the process of saving up and getting that retail on the shelf. But that's what I wish I could have done. Maybe I could have, you know, not have bought such an expensive something around here and it got retail instead. But at the same time, it is very expensive. So that one's a discretion that you have to make with your personal finances and your personal growth. The fifth final mistake, well, not the final, because I made plenty, but the biggest one was when I quit my aesthetics job and I was in the process of going solo. I was out of work for 3 months. Don't do that. Do not do that. Not only was I out of work for 3 months, when I first got started, I also did not have a part-time job, and I highly recommend you keep a part-time job on the side, because it's better that you do so good that you're so surprised than for you to be like, not meet your expectations. And I would rather you be so good that you have to quit your part-time job because you're just booming than for you to be sitting twiddling your thumbs like, what do I do now? I'm not making any money. Just get that part-time job, and you can always quit it later. And always make sure that you have the finances to not only support your business, but to support yourself. Like, remember, you have rent to pay, you have bills to pay on the side of your business. And that was something I didn't really take into account because I just wanted to get my business up and running. So keep that part-time job, save up that money. That's gonna be the biggest help. So yeah, those are the 5 biggest mistakes I made. I've made plenty more mistakes, which we can definitely talk about in the future, but those are the big main ones when I got started that maybe it'll help you. Don't do those, or use discretion, and everyone's situation is gonna be different. So I hope this really helps you, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I have plenty more coming of things that I did right, and a room tour, and everything. Whatever you would like to see, please drop it in the comments. Let me know if this has helped you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.